Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host, Steven. I'm here with,
Gio.
and we're back in the theaters. This time out, we went to go see The Crow. This is directed by Rupert Sanders, best known for Snow White and the Huntsman from 2012. The movie stars Bill Skarsgård as Eric Draven. Forgive me if I'm saying this wrong. Efka Twigs as Shelley. We have Danny Houston as Vincent Roy, and we have Joselle Simo as Sophia. Like to go first?
You always go first.
All right, so this is I guess, the rebooting of this movie, if you want to call it, or reimagining of the graphic novel that was released in 1994 as a film starring the late great Brandon Lee. The movie has become legendary because unfortunately Brandon Lee died on set. They used special effects to continue and finish the film. Um, this is a dangerous thing to do when you have a film that gets this kind of status, because it was a good film, but it went to another level because of Brandon Lee's death. So
Became a cult classic.
beyond the cult class. There is a weight to this film because of that. Brandon Lee became immortalized because of that. This was his breakthrough role. Um, so when you touch on something like this, you're treading on dangerous waters. There was other movies where the character had a different name. I think those were a little bit more accepted. Now that you brought back this character, who's not going to be the musician like in the graphic novel or in the movie, you are already messing around on dangerous waters. Rupert Sanders, I think, made some really bad choices in this movie. First of all, the look doesn't look anything like The Crow, and I understand he's trying to break away. But the minute you still call him Eric Driven, you have brought images back of that character, so that you're kind of disrespecting that, in my opinion. And I thought that's a very bad choice. I think everything else doesn't really work. You don't care about the character, the love story that they meet. Like he's in how do you say,
A drug rehab.
rehab, right? He meets his love of his life in a rehab. I'm not sure that, again, that's another choice I would have not done. I don't think, people who are, not saying anybody who goes there, I applaud them for realizing they have a problem, but I don't think that's the place where you're going to find your true love. I think you're in a bad place. You're not going to find love there. I think that was wrong. They did this kind of Bonnie and Clyde escape route. That didn't work for me. Um, the film, I think, just there's characters you don't care about. The story, the choices they made doesn't work. I think this is a colossal cluster F of a movie. I was totally disappointed. I do not recommend you go see this unless it's going to be on Netflix for free and you really have nothing to do. This adds no value to this franchise. It doesn't add any value to The Crow itself. I think it's a misstep in so many ways. There's a lore they try to develop with the bad guy, that he's also the immortal. They never really establish how that happens or why that happens. A lot of stuff is left off the table that you don't know why. And like I say, it's just a lot of missteps that add up to one train wreck of a movie that totally removes itself and destroys the legacy that has been built with that Crow. You should have left this one alone. Or if you were going to start it, don't call him Eric Driven. Start fresh and do it that way. You may have salvaged it and made it a semi-watchable film. This way, it is not. And I cannot recommend this to anybody.
Okay, so this one here, Rotten Tomato, got 20%, and then people's viewing, there was none because, as Steven says, they went straight to the theater without nobody showing it. And this guy, and 20, so Rotten Tomatoes get 20%, right? Okay. 20 minutes in it, I was already ready to get the fudgicle out of the theater. It was the worst crappy movie that I've ever seen in my whole life. And it got worse and worse and worse. It's a bunch of mumble jumble thing. Yeah, I'm giving worse than Rotten Tomato right now because he was being very nice and he was being very gentleman-like. And I was making jokes and everything, just stay alert, because that movie is a bunch of crap. It's Chicago, they should call it Rooster or Chicken, whatever, any other name except the Crow.
Oh, it's full of Crow.
Not really. It's the crows. I respect them. It's an intelligent bird. Okay. There's a lot of things does not make sense in this movie at all. At all. The highway. The guys are shooting at him. He gets thrown out of the okay, so a lot of spoiler alert. Because why? I don't want you to go see the theater. Okay. I'm gonna even tell you how it should have made it even better. This stupid movie. He gets shot and he gets thrown out of the highway. Okay, good. He's in the middle of the highway. All the cars are going through him. Nobody, not even one person stops for him.
Yeah.
Boom. At least, example, he came out of the highway and he just disappears because he goes back to the crow dimension, whatever. Boom. Then he's in, and there's a there's a person's apartment. You don't know whose apartment it is, what's happening here. It's just like, oh, we're in an apartment, and they're all like, because they escaped from their so-called prison, okay, rehab place, okay, and they're playing music and they're dancing. I mean, showing their face to public as if nothing, there's no tomorrow. And to me, it's like, okay, are you making sense out of this whole movie? Oh no, they're young and restless, and it doesn't make sense at all. And then the certain point, like, so he was in that place, went back, and they shoot him, and he has a hole in his abs, and he falls into a pool on a bathtub, already full of water. Wow, that was amazing, incredible. Okay. And then there was
The crow turned it on.
Oh, you know, like at least if his friend had a robe or something, he was planning to take a shower or bath. I'm sorry, was like take a bath. Yeah, I understand. Then the fight in the opera. They're fighting in the opera and they're shooting them. Gets to a point that like they pull out a gun. It's like, yeah, okay, the guy's dead. Yeah, okay, the guy's dead. Because they get to a point that he's taking all the bullets and he's not dying. But it doesn't make sense at all. It's like him walking in the streets with his coat.
With the sword hanging out.
Can I talk,
Sorry.
please? Look at this guy. He's stealing my fame and glamour here. With a sword. No cops anywhere. He's walking up to the opera house, okay? With a sword and everything. No cops and everything. What's even funny after the big thing with the big facade of the opera, because you see the woman and her bouncer or her partner or whatever, he stops with a Lotus, right? But he wasn't there yet. But he drives off with a Lotus. How do you know that was their car? You know, it's so stupid. And then, for example, when he solves everything, Shelley gets reawakened. Maybe I thought it would be like a white portal will open, and she goes to a better dimension than hell, in a sense. No, she gets reawakened, right? Where she was supposed to be killed, she gets reawakened, and he's dead. But excuse me,
They buried her. Sorry.
you're getting me mad because I'm already pissed off with that stupid movie there. Okay, when they both got sucked in with a bag in them, yeah, spoiler alert. Okay, and he got reawakened, she wasn't there. How does she all of a sudden come there? How does all of a sudden it's kind of like the Marvel DC universe that once you're dead you're alive and the time screen changes because of this and that? It's stupidity over stupidity. There's so much things even more that I was looking at. Okay, should I write this? You know? And then this guy, he has a geeky body. He doesn't know how to fight. It's like if his friend with this tattoo, he has posters of samurais and all these places. What they should have done easily. Okay, this is Gio's version, okay? In the beginning, forget about the stupid, I mean, I agree with him, it's also the stupid rehab place. Why? Most people take drugs, you know why? They're not they don't self-love themselves, okay? They have no love, they have low self-esteem, they're damaged good, and they have to re-love themselves. Because before you love anybody else, you gotta love yourself. So how can this be true love and everything? Like even the script, the writings, the people, I didn't give a fig newt of anybody. This old man, he's immortal. Okay, let's show pictures how he was in the olden days. When did he sell his soul to the devil? How long ago? Start with that. You see him, and then like he's maybe in the 18th century or something. No, it's all kind of, oh, but you don't love it because it's called a crow. That automatically is the best thing in the movie. We went to the theater, okay? Cheapo night. It was me, Steven, and one person. Okay?
And I still feel ripped off.
Okay, it will see. I got pissed off. I'm pissed off. I am right now. And I paid $8, okay? They should have made a certain point that he was Except like he was in a tournament and he was doing fighting under the streets or illegal fighting, whatever. That means automatically he's a fighting sequence. Good. Two, he's in Shelley's mother's house. And all of a sudden Shelley's mother collapses. Oh my God, the death of this and that. And he just walks in her apartment and he goes towards his daughter or his ex-girlfriend's place. How do you know there? They should have easily made a crow make a noise. So he knows, like, he's guided by the crow. Wherever he's going, the crow guides him. Okay? Except him walking the street and everything, give him some crow power. Like the opera performance example, when the people are shooting and everything, he's able to come like black mist and like almost like a vampire, okay? And reappear somewhere else and he starts fighting them. They're like, okay, good. He's avoiding the bullets. No, he's getting the bullet, boom, boom, boom. It's becoming a macho. He looks, to me, it reminds me of this person character. It's like the Keith Ledger Joker with the Punisher. Two superheroes and villains put in one. That's how he looks like, okay? And nothing makes sense. To them, it's like saying, like, I'm fed up going to the movie and have to figure out what they're doing. You know? And then the other part, when he goes to Raven's place, okay, like where all the crows and everything, there's an Middle Eastern man. They should have took a man who looks older or same age that looks like Brandon Lee. And this guy, instead of being a white person, should have been an Asian person who was related to Brandon Lee. So, and the guy goes, "Are you my grandfather?" or something like that. He goes, "Yes and no." And then he'd probably lead him to a place where he was before, and that's where he sees trench coat and everything, and he becomes the next crow, kind of sense. But and the love, the way he made the love and everything, they should have made like a childhood love. They loved each other for so long. Then they had to depart themselves. He found another path. But every time, like you'll just see when he ever fights, before he goes in the ring, he kisses a picture of her when she was young, that he never lost love with her. At the same time, you see a young picture of him, of her. And then when they meet each other, it's like they got reawakening that great emotional love that they say goes, sometimes when I'm in love with you, when I'm with you, as if we had an afterlife before. As if I loved you before, like another timeline or come,
Sorry about that.
No, it's me, because I'm getting very aggressive, very hyper. So there's a lot of things that could have made so much better that you kind of get involved. But there's more questions and more stupidity coming out of it. It's like, it's a mumble jumble of garbage. Point finale. Like, even example, if you don't believe us, make sure it's the cheapest. Look, I never said this. Skype it through the black market, because it's not worth a cent, this movie. This thing is not going to last. By next Thursday, it ain't going to last.
This makes Rebel Moon look like Casablanca.
No, it makes it look like an Oscar and award movie kind of sense.
Yeah.
Like, Rebel Moon, and we both refuse to acknowledge it.
I would rather watch Rebel, the director's cut.
I thought Badland was bad. This is, oh my God, it's just, well, maybe they're kind of like paisans or something like that. Personally, Cheapo Night, no. Netflix, no. Stream it in the black market for 0 cents, even though it's now worth nothing.
Right.
If you don't believe it, just watch it.
You know what?
The cheaper it costs you, the better it is.
If you've seen Madam Web, you suffered enough in life.
Madam Web was better than Badland. I'm sorry, it was not bad. It was just that it was made for TV. This is not even made for TV.
This is what you give to your worst enemy. Make them watch this movie over and over and over
Yes,
until they commit
torture.
suicide. This is torture.
I think CIA is going to take it and torture everybody from the prison cells to get information of anybody they want to find. And they're going to go nuts. Look at me. I went nuts. You've seen all the reviews. I never go this nuts. This is so much crap. I want to get out of it. I understand people just leaving it, but I'm going to sit down. Maybe it's going to get better. It gets worse and worse and worse. And it's like, and Steve, I've never seen him so fast getting out of the chair and walking out of the theater at the end, of course, because our duty is to make you guys not suffer. But if you want to suffer, go for it. But I'm telling you, $8, and I'm fumigating over here.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's a completely no. Even Rotten Tomato being too nice with 20%.
Yeah.
I mean, you take out the 0 and put it in front of the 2 and put 0.02%. And I'm still saying, wow, Rotten Tomatoes are being they're
They're
sweethearts.
kind.
They're
They're kind.
sweethearts. So that's it.
Well, that's it. So if you can pass this along to anybody who's thinking about seeing this movie and give them a heads up, because we're telling them, don't
No.
waste your time on it. That's it.
I
I
think
got
it
nothing
will-
else. I got nothing good to say about this.
I think by the time we see this review, it won't be in the theaters no more.
It's gonna be gone
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's it.
That's our take. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Let us know if you agree or disagree. If you actually like this movie, we'd love to hear from you, and you tell me why. All right.
Yeah, I would personally love to hear it.
See you soon, guys. Take care.
Bye, guys.